What's up, everybody? Welcome to this week's Monday Mindset video. So this week we're going to be discussing limiting beliefs, what they are, how they hold us back, and how a limiting belief can really affect our life going forward. So if you look online in Google, what is a limiting belief? It's going to be stated as a thought or state of mind that you think is the absolute truth and stops you from doing a certain thing or things. So this comes up within our life all the time. Maybe we weren't aware of it at the moment, but looking back on it now, you could be like, right, that's a limiting belief. So for example, it's always like, I can't do this because of that, or I am this, so I can't do that, or whatever else it might end up actually being. A lot of times people, it's like, I want to eat healthy, but this, or I'm going to save money, but that, or it's already halfway through the day, so I'll start again tomorrow, or I'm not going to the gym today because I slept bad last night. It's just constant things that we buy into, and we sell ourselves on these things over and over and over and over again throughout the day. It's always like a constant bargain with ourselves. It's like, okay, I know I want to do this, but when time actually comes to wake up in the morning when that alarm clock hits, it's I really didn't get that much sleep last night, so I'll get up early again tomorrow because I'll go to bed early tonight when I get home. So I'm just going to sleep in today. And we're constantly bargaining and going through ourselves and negotiating and giving up on our dreams, buying into these limiting beliefs. And this comes throughout our life all the time. So there's speaker Anthony Robbins, and he's the first person that comes to my mind when I think of limiting beliefs, because I think he's the first person I heard that have touched on limiting beliefs. And I remember him saying, your identity is defined by who you believe you are and who you believe you are not. So we always can buy into these beliefs. Are they going to be limiting beliefs? Are they going to be self-beliefs that we grow into? Whether we can or can't comes from who we believe we can or can't do. So it's a constant thing we're always going to be going through. So this video I saw of Anthony Robbins over the weekend, he talks about this time where maybe we had this big goal that we wanted to hit, and we put all this work in, and we were super definite on hitting this goal. And every time we got right to the end point of actually achieving that goal, we pulled back, or we fell off the routine to actually go ahead and get it. And it might come up again, it's like, I really want to hit that goal. So you go back into it again. It's like, I'm right there, I'm right there, I'm right there. And right before we get to it, we pull back again. And then for the last time, maybe it's 3 or 4 more times, the last time getting there, we pull back one more time. And he's saying to us, like he explained in this video, why do we do this? Why do we always pull back at the end of our goal and not actually go ahead and achieve it, or stay consistent on that routine, that diet, the morning routine, whatever it might actually end up being? It's because it's out of fear. We place this fear into ourselves that we can't accomplish this, or what would happen if we don't accomplish this. So it's like fear of rejection, it's fear of judgment, all these different fears that come into play. And the reason we do that, and what we end up telling ourselves why we're not achieving this goal, why we're not eating clean, why we're not actually going to the gym, why we're not getting up in the morning, is because we'll label it as, I'm a procrastinator, because we don't want to feel bad about ourselves. We don't want to make ourselves feel worse than we actually already do based on not achieving that one goal. So we put a blanket over it and call it procrastination. Oh, I want to start doing this, but I'm a procrastinator. So, and we constantly keep on doing this. We're buying into this belief. I'm a procrastinator. So whenever we identify and say the words, I am, with enough emotion behind it, time and time over again, we'll actually end up believing it. So it makes me think of this quote that, what the mind can see and believe, the mind can achieve. So whatever we put our time into, and whatever identity we identify ourselves with, and beliefs as well, that's what we're going to end up getting as the end result. So constantly, every single day, we have this decision. It's this fight between, almost like, for lack of better words, good or evil. Are we going to tap into the belief and the truth and the drive to push past these hard times, or are we going to go into the reasons why they are hard, and it's not going to change because they're this hard? It's a constant battle to go through each day, and it comes up throughout the day, throughout the week, throughout the month, over and over and over again. But it's what are we going to actually go ahead and believe? So these limiting beliefs hold us back. How can we address and identify these limiting beliefs and realize what really is a limiting belief and what's like fact and what's actually stopping me from doing this? Most of the time, it's just a limiting belief that we can always move past. So every day we have the choice to make. Are we going to let limiting beliefs take over us? Are we going to buy into them? Or are we going to push past them? Guys,